Right, it's fog light install time. So I found a source that I'm going to get my power from, and we'll just go straight around to the front of the car and I'll start talking you through it. I hope I'll get as much of this on camera as possible. We'll be cutting in and out to do bits like remove the fog lights that are in at the moment, and but we'll try and get as much documented as we can. So let's just jump out the car. Nice bright sunny day here. It's the Mourne Mountains, Northern Ireland. In the front of the car, around the front of the car, what we've got here is we've got the fog lights. I've linked the cables together, so obviously it comes just with the red and the black. I'll put some plugs on there. We've got this harness coming across to this side, your red and your black, so that links the two together, save having two wires from each one going up into the car. And then we've got a brown one for our ground and green and yellow for our live. So I'm going to remove my fog lights and then I shall get back to you in just a moment. Right, so that's the fog light removed. Now we've got to feed this wire. I'm going to feed along the bottom of this grill. So to get to that, I am going to go down in here. Actually, from where my old fog lights are fitted, you can get your hand in down here. I'm going to feed the wire down in through there, grab it through here. Now I'm going to feed it behind here and all the way across under the grill. So let's see if we can do that with you guys watching. So we just go down there. You see a bit of light down there. Let's have a look what we've got going on down here. Right, so we've got the cable here. So I'm feeding this behind here, and then hopefully we can get it behind the grill. Let's have a look. Let's keep feeding it. Where is it? Why do I always choose to film things that are difficult one-handed? Probably doesn't help where I'm parked either. Right, I've got a bit more space there. Where's this? Right, there should be. Can we see that there? Right, I'm just gonna have to stop recording a moment. Oh, there's. So I can do this two-handed, so we can get that behind there. Just a moment, I'll be back with you again. Right, so we've got that through the first section. What I've found, there's actually a bit of plastic in here that's blocking it. There is a hole in the top of it, so I've come through that. Now I'm going to feed this in here. So it's all hidden. Come on, through you go. Let's just keep feeding this through. Where is it? Just push that in. So that's pushed in there. And then I've got to try and get my fingers in here. I know what I've got in the car I can use, just one moment. Right, so to feed this wire through, in the end I've decided to just pull my front grille out a little bit. So that wire's down running to that end. So I need to reconnect the fog light for this end. We've got it lined up in place at this end. That's just, where's the wire? Here's the plug for this end. And the plug for the DRLs is there, so that's in the right place. So let's just have this fog light here. Well, this is going to be a two-handed job, so I'm just going to connect this back up. This one. Okay, so we've got DRL connected, fog light connected. Now what I have noticed is on here with the fog light connection, they've wired it the wrong way around, I think, because that should clip on there, and when I tried these it won't fit in, it'll only go in that way, so it's the opposite way around, but that is still all tight and secure. So that's that all wired up. So we'll put this bit back together, get the grill back in place, put the fog light surrounds in, and then we'll have a look like what they look like once the surrounds are back in place. Right, okay, so now we are in place. So we've got one fog light there, one fog light there. So now these are wired into my aftermarket harness. If you're doing this with your factory lights, then go around here, you will need to add this into the harness, but I won't because they're aftermarket, so I'll get no warning on the dash. Right, so they're in place. Not too bad. Let's just go round and turn some lights on. Obviously it's daylight at the moment. I'll test these out later when it's dark, but just so you can see, that's the fog light on there, and the fog light is on there. So now we've got to get on to wiring the DRLs. Obviously, yeah, we've got a bit of flash in there from the LED DRLs, but these ones aren't flashing. Interesting. Right, so let's just turn those off. Right, so the wiring for the DRLs. So we've got here our brown, and our live is here with the inline fuse. And what I've realised as well is obviously where I've wired to, when the car is unlocked, these lights are always going to be on. So if you've got, let me just turn you around. If you've activated your car via Carista or VCDS to automatically lock when you're driving, these DRLs will turn off. I am wiring mine to my glove box light, because your glove box light stays on all the time while the car is unlocked. So what I've done here, let's just turn, I've got this wire here. This is running to my glove box light. I was trying to find a way to get this into the cabin. There is a way to get it into the cabin, but it's an absolute ball ache, which involves taking the battery out, going down behind here. There's a main grommet that all the wires go through into the cabin. I've cheated a little bit. I've come up the side of here, pulled it round under this coving around the windscreen, cut it down through here. Got a bit of tape here. I'm gonna have to do something about this because it's not, this is just for the purpose, and then I've gone through the rubber here, out the other side, behind this bit of fascia, round, and then I can't get really in there very well. You got your glove box light here, so that wire is going in. You got brown is ground, and I think it's cream and it's still like a different colour. Brown is your live, so we've gone into there. So that's how I've done that bit to get it. So what I'm going to do with my ground, obviously I had the option I could run that up through here as well, but I'm actually going to use the ground off of my aftermarket fog lights, because I know that's a ground point. So I'm going to get this connected up, and then we'll see how they look. Right, okay, so I've gone to my ground here, bodged a bit, and what I've done here is I've just taped this to the top of the fuse box, because what I've realised is if your car ever goes into, like, you're doing some work on your car, or you go to a mechanic, these lights are going to stay on when the car is unlocked because of where I've wired it to. I'll just demonstrate that now. So, car is currently locked, and unlock. So they're on now, as long as that car's unlocked. If I pull that fuse out, they'll go off. So it's like a safety feature really. Stop your battery going flat. Just lock the car and off they go. So we have some welcome home lights. I'm going to demonstrate all this again later when it's dark. Obviously the video is getting a bit long at the minute. Let's just turn on the fog lights as well. Just come around here. So that's with the fog lights on and the DRLs. Shut this bonnet. Right, so that's it. That's all wired in. So I will pick this video up in a couple of hours when it's dark and we can see what they look like. But so as you can see, they're wired in to the glove box and they're coming on as almost as if like welcome lights. So yeah, when you catch me later, I might have had my hair cut if I've got time. But yeah, we'll get back to you in just a little while. Right, so testing time. Yes, I've had my hair cut. Had time for that. So, right, let's see what these lights look like. Let's just get outside the car, turn those lights off. Let's flick this camera around. Little sneak peek from here. Let's just lock the car. Right, so not quite completely dark. Bit of a moon. So unlock. Up there is just the angel eye, which at night time is pretty damn bright. Lock the car and off they go. So let's just go into the car, unlock, just put the fog lights on. We'll do the fog lights with the side lights. Alright, back round, the fog lights on as well. So that's the fog lights and the angel eyes. So yeah, successful install. All works well. Let's get back into the dark car. Right, so yeah, if any of you guys got any questions, then do ask. I'll put a link in the description to the lights themselves. So like I say, I got my AliExpress. I have no issues with anything off of AliExpress. Everything I've received, top notch. Just the postage takes a little while. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And hopefully there will be some more videos coming soon. Thank you very much.